The other day, I challenged a group of teachers to make their sprite spin around in a circle over and over again. And a lot of them had the right code, or code that looked right. But then their characters, or their sprites, were just going left and right, back and forth, over and over again, and not actually turning. Now, if you've faced the same bug, I just want to quickly go over what is going on here. And the reason the character is going back and forth is because of a block in the motion palette called the set rotation block, or set rotation style block. So when the rotation style is set to left right and that block is run, the character can't turn just a few degrees. It will only face left or right. So the teachers I was working with, they hadn't used the turn block, and a lot of them saw left, right, saw rotation style, and they thought they wanted their characters to rotate, so they used that block. So when they did that and set it to left, right, that actually prevented their characters from turning, and once they figured out how to use the turn block, their character wasn't just turning a few degrees, it was turning all the way left or all the way right. So what I had to have them do is set their set rotation style to all around, and once I click on that, now the character can spin around in a circle. The issue here is that set rotation style creates like a hidden setting that you can't just see when you're looking at the stage or looking at code. So if you run it in the palette and you don't actually remember that you did that, you're going to face the bug where your character won't turn just a few degrees, it'll only be able to turn left or right. But that might be the functionality that you want. So if you want your character to face left or right only, but you don't want to create new costumes and have to switch to the right costumes, using this block might be of value to you. But for most of us, it's going to be a block that will create a whole bunch of bugs later on if we're ever turning our character and the rotation style is set to left-right only. So in this project, I wanted to do three things. I wanted my character to go to the middle of the stage in the beginning, say something, and then do a spin, a 360-degree spin. Then I wanted it to go to all four corners and make sure that it was facing in the correct direction that it was moving in. And I wanted to do all of this without using the switch costume. So I didn't want to add new costumes and have the character face left or right based on the costume that he was using. I wanted to use the set rotation style block to accomplish this. So you'll notice that in the beginning, when I first click on the green flag, I set my rotation style to all around. So this allows my sprite to turn just a few degrees if I want. And that's what I actually did for my spin. I turned 2 degrees 180 times. So that was a 360-degree spin. And right after that repeat, then I set the rotation style to left-right so that I could point the character in the correct direction using the point and direction block. Let me just run this code quickly so you see how it actually works. And there you see the character spinning. And right after that, the rotation style is going to be set left-right. And you'll see him walking around to all four corners and facing the direction that he's walking. Now don't forget, in the beginning of my code, I did use the set rotation style block to switch it back to all around, so that way you can do the spin. So I hope this video was helpful in helping you find appropriate times or appropriate uses for the set rotation style block, and I hope this helps out your projects in some way, or maybe helps you debug if you've had this issue.